Oh, hey y'all. Welcome back to another day in the life as an adjuster vlog.
You in the past, I'm in the future. You mad that they don't salute you. I need a bag.
Thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you're new here, my name is Keely Trishan and I make videos on lifestyle, insurance, and mental health. I also do vlogs, day in the life in the insurance industry, day in the life with a toddler, all the things. So if that's something that interests you, go on ahead and click the subscribe button below. Be sure to turn on your notifications so you don't miss anything from me. And if you are returning, thank you so much for coming back and thank you for your support. Okay, so I am out of formal training. Can I get a round of applause? Yeah, so I'm out of like the classroom setting training. So basically, today I'm working from home, hence why I have on my robe. You guys have seen this robe before. I've had it for a long time. Victoria's Secret, they came through. But that's besides the point. Anyway, so training from home, I have a call with my manager in about an hour to just kind of go over like role-specific information. So the training that I went through was kind of like an overview of like, you know, how to handle claims with this particular company, going over their policies and exclusions, provisions, all that kind of stuff. So since I'm handling like a little more complex claims, my manager is going to go over like what is needed specifically for my role. So I'm actually excited to, you know, just kind of discuss that with her so I can know exactly what's expected of me, so I can kind of get my routines and stuff back in order. I'm really not going to be able to get the routines in order completely until I start taking claims, but that's fine. I'll probably be taking claims by like next week or the week after. And they usually start you off with like one or two, you know, just to kind of get you acclimated and then go from there. My friend that is also working with this company, she said that she's been kind of getting like one claim a week. She got out of training about a month prior to me. So that'll be cool because, again, since they're more complex, it gives you time to, you know, really concentrate on that one claim, make sure that everything is good to go, and then you can move on to your next file. So that's pretty much my thing. Just trying to make sure that I have like good habits and all of that, you know, going into the role. And then as soon as I'm on my own, like, you know, where I'm not, you know, under my manager or shadowing somebody, then I will have more control over like my schedule and all that kind of stuff. So I'm looking forward to that. Y'all know I like to, you know, just kind of have I like to have my thing. I like to come up with my own routines and my own processes to make me successful based on whatever the company's guidelines are. And then also that'll allow me to, you know, kind of take you guys through days where I'm working on claims and stuff like that and kind of give you guys pointers and stuff again. But anyway, I just wanted to start the vlog today. This is Monday. And I'm going to try to get through like the full day. Hopefully I'll be able to get some like content where I'm outside because I am supposed to be doing like shadows this week. So I don't think anybody had any claims today. It's Monday. So, you know, likely I'll have something like tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, something like that. So anyway, if you're interested, you know, just trying to see what's going on, definitely go ahead and stay tuned. Good morning and happy Tuesday. So yesterday, what's crazy is that nothing even really happened yesterday. That's probably why I forgot to come back. I completely forgot I was vlogging, but I was just basically taking like online trainings and, you know, talking to my manager, like tying up loose ends as far as like setting up my phone and stuff. So yeah, it just wasn't really eventful. But today I actually have a ride along. So I'll be meeting with my manager and another coworker at one of his inspections. There's going to be a PA. If you don't know what that stands for, that is a public adjuster. So there's going to be one of those on the claim. So far, what I'm hearing is the public adjusters that are in the area have been like relatively nice. Hopefully this guy's nice too. And because it's like not super far from me, it might be a PA that I know. It might be somebody that I've worked with in the past because y'all know I've been doing this for a while. So we shall see. But anyways, I just dropped baby off at school. So yeah, I had to have a little talk with him because he was acting up in class yesterday. So I had to give him a little pep talk about, you know, behaving and all that good stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much that on that. But let's see. So when I talked to my manager yesterday, she basically said that this week is going to be essentially just me taking those trainings, because I'm not going to really be able to, well, I will, but then like, you know, once I get like a full load, it might be a little more difficult to set aside a time to do so. So she wants me to get like most of those trainings done now, which is fine. The good thing is too, is that some of these trainings that I'm taking go towards my license. If you're a licensed adjuster, you know that typically you have to do like ongoing education. So like every 2 years you have to renew the license, but you have to show that you've taken like classes that go towards what's like, it's called CE credits. So some of the classes I'm taking are going towards the CE credits. And so I was asking her if I needed to, all right, sorry guys, I got a phone call in the middle of filming, but basically the licensing. So every 2 years you have to like renew your license, and you have to take classes to show that you're doing like continued education. So they're called like CE credits, whatever. It's almost like college, like where you have to have like so many credits to graduate. So anywho, my license is going to expire at the end of 2023, but you know, I'm planning on renewing it or whatever. So the classes that I'm taking, some of them do transfer over, which is like a good thing. So I am just, you know, trucking along. My manager also told me that I don't have to like do anything special. Like basically the site where I take the trainings on, they will let the state know that, you know, I have X amount of credits. So that's good. But yeah, I'm actually almost at the house. I'm going to eat breakfast. I basically was rushing this morning to get him out so I could like get back to the house and log in. I got about 15 minutes or so before I log in, so I'm gonna eat my breakfast. I'm gonna pack some coffee to go because I need to be at the inspection at 9:45. So yeah, I'm gonna just drink the coffee on the road. But anyways, I'll get back with you guys a little bit later on, let y'all know how the inspection went. What's up, you guys? So I just left the inspection with my manager and coworker. It was actually pretty cool. Like, it was a fire situation. It was a fire that started in the attic. And if y'all see me looking this way, I'm looking at my navigation, but there was a fire that started in the attic, and it damaged like a portion of the inside, like basically like burned all the way down to like the ceiling of like 2 or 3 rooms. And then there was like a lot of smoke and soot, and then there was like insulation everywhere or whatever. So yeah, it was a whole thing. Also, the house tested positive for lead and asbestos, which means that the contents inside of the house are now affected. So like the soft goods, and this is just like a quick tutorial. Basically, if you are working in this industry, this is important to know. But pretty much, I don't know what the laws are everywhere else, but in the state of California for sure, there's guidelines for like cutting into materials, especially if the home was built before a certain year. So usually like places that were built like before the 80s, I'll say, don't quote me on that, but usually it's like before the 80s, they test it for lead and asbestos, because if you cut into it and disturb it, you could contaminate the house. So because there was a fire, it's not that anybody like cut into it and disturbed it, but obviously the fire, you know, cause like dust particles and stuff like that from the ceiling falling. So what that means is that the debris got into the air and it contaminated basically everything around it. So usually when that happens, the environmental company will suggest what's called a Procedure 5, and typically that just means that like all the soft goods in the home are considered a total loss. So that's going to be like your couches, your bedding, clothing, things like that. They're considered contaminated. Now there are situations where a customer like doesn't want their items totaled out, they want to keep their items, and so usually that like if they choose to keep them and they don't want them totaled and disposed of, then they will have to sign a waiver basically saying that you're aware that, you know, these items can have toxic materials and you're willingly keeping them. So some people will try to clean stuff out, like if it's you know, some type of, I don't know, like sentimental value item, but most people will go on ahead and just take the total loss, and then the insurance company will pay for those items that were considered totaled. So yeah, so that's likely what's going on here. It's a pretty sizable loss, only because like when you start getting into like roofing and framing and stuff, like those items on their own can get expensive, and then that's on top of like the drywall, paint, you know, things like that on the inside. So there was a contractor that was out there, so that contractor that works with the insurance company is going to prepare the estimate, which is good. So the adjuster is just basically going to pay off of that estimate, you know, upload their pictures and stuff like that, like pretty much do all like the audit stuff, and And when there's a fire, most insurance companies want what's called a cause and origin report. So that's usually a company is going to come out to kind of like determine where the fire originated. This is important because like with fires, like you have arson. You know, sometimes people will set fires intentionally to get insurance money. You might have something where it was like an electrical fire from like an appliance, and there might be a warranty on that appliance. So the insurance company can go after the company, you know, if the item like you know, spontaneously combusted or whatever. So yeah, it's a lot. I know I'm going into a whole thing, but just a little bit of education. You know, I like to educate you on these things. But yeah, so I am headed home right now. I am starving. I still have like a bunch of trainings to do, so I'm gonna go on ahead and do that. I was telling my supervisor, and she was like, yeah, just work on that stuff, you know, for the time being. She's like, you're gonna have plenty of time to do claims, so just go on ahead and, you know, work on those trainings, because a lot of that stuff, like I was telling you guys earlier, helps with my licensing. So I'm gonna just like do that. I need to get a car wash, but to be honest, I don't feel like it. I'm just hungry. So I just got gas, and I'll get the car wash at some point. But I will get back with you guys in a little bit. I'm gonna try to get back with y'all today, you know, because I didn't come back yesterday. But if not, you know, I'll definitely be around. Good morning. Happy Thursday. It is Thursday. This week has actually gone by pretty quickly. So that's cool. I didn't check in with you guys yesterday because honestly, just wasn't nothing going on. Like, I don't even be knowing what to film right now because I'm not on claims yet. I will be next week. But since I'm not on claims, like, it's only just certain things I can show you. So I definitely want to check in and just kind of let you guys know what's going on in this little space. But, you know, it's just it's like an intermission basically until I get back on claims. So let's see what has happened so far. I've basically just been like continuing with those classes I was telling you guys I was taking for my licensing. So that's pretty cool. It's just pretty much, you know, oh my God, of course the freaking light is out. Hold on, y'all. Okay, sorry about that. The street light was out, so I just wanted to pay attention because, you know, it's raining. Not like raining, but it's like, you know, kind of sprinkling or whatever. And people act like they don't know how to drive in the rain, so that's number one. And then two, when the lights go out, I feel like, you know, people just can't remember whose turn it is, so I wanted to make sure I was concentrating on that. But anyways, so I've been continuing with those classes. I'm getting through a bunch of them. Like, so for the adjuster license, a lot of those classes that I'm taking on PLRB are worth like 2 credit hours towards the continuing education, and I think I only need like 24 of those in order to like satisfy the requirement for that. So I've already gotten like maybe I think 8, because like the classes are pretty long. Like, they're basically like in sections, so it'll be like a topic, but then that topic is broken up into like 6 or 7 sections. So and then also you have to like take a quiz at the end of each section, and then you take like a big test at the end to submit it for licensing. So yeah, that's pretty much what I've been doing. But then there's also like other trainings offered specifically by my company, so I've been taking those too, just like, you know, like in my little interim times. But my supervisor hit me up yesterday, just like checking on me to make sure that, you know, I was good, I was on track, because she knows that like these next couple of days are just kind of boring. I don't think anybody else has had an inspection for me to go out on, which is like not a big deal. I'm not overly worried about shadowing because like I'm not new to the job, you know. So like if I was brand new, then yeah, I would want way more shadowing. But I did get in that one the other day, so I got an idea of like, you know, how things work on a claim with this company, and then also how my supervisor, you know, likes to do things. And she's pretty cool and laid back, which is like a blessing, especially in this industry, because sometimes like the supervisors and managers can be just a little bit too extra, but she's like just really cool and matter of fact, which I appreciate. So she and I are going to talk today just about like some more onboarding stuff, and then she's probably just going to like kind of prepare me for what to expect for next week. So yeah, I'm very excited. I got little man to school a little bit earlier today. We just happened to get ready a little bit earlier, so it works out because he's able to get to school at a decent time so he can get started with his little activities, and they feed him breakfast. He likes their breakfast, but I also send him with a little stuff. So got him good, and then now I'm about to go home and make myself some breakfast. Random, but I'm like trying to prioritize like my protein and stuff, because I've been telling y'all in different videos that I'm on a like fitness journey. So I'm trying to like build more muscle and stuff while also losing like a few pounds. So it's very important that you keep your protein up. So I've been watching like videos and stuff on like how to like ensure that I get enough protein, and you really got to start with breakfast, which I have not been doing. So yeah, about to make me some eggs and something, and you know, log in. So I'll hit you guys up in a little bit and let y'all know, you know, any new developments. I'll probably hit y'all up after I talk with my supervisor so she can kind of let me know what's happening. All right, you guys, I'm back for a second. So I just got out of the meeting with my manager, and she is so cool. Like, I really do feel blessed to have like just somebody who's like very understanding. Like, she gives you, you know, tips and tricks on how to like make things work. She gave me like tips and tricks on how to pass the audit. And she's just like extremely understanding. So I really think we're gonna have a good like working relationship. So that was cool. But basically she was just going over like some onboarding stuff and just kind of telling me like what to expect as far as claims. Because I'm doing like more complex losses, and I think I touched on this on another video, but we don't get as many claims per month, which is good. It gives you an opportunity to really like, you know, zero in on the claims that you do have. Dedicate that time. I do have to drive a little bit further, so I'm not going to be overly stressed about, oh, I have to do this, this, and this, because again, the claims load isn't as crazy. So I can like spend more time working on each claim, front loading it in its own merit. And if you don't know what front loading means, that just basically means like trying to get as much as you can done at the very beginning to kind of make things easier later. So she's very big on, you know, using vendors to assist. So, you know, if you're going out to write an estimate and you know it's going to be like a larger claim and you might need to get a general contractor, go on ahead and get that general contractor out with you so they can, you know, kind of be there with you, like on site at the inspection. If there's like contents, get a contents vendor out there with you. If you need additional living expenses, like if somebody needs to stay in a hotel or something like that, get that going right away. So she's big on like on that portion, like getting everything set up in the very beginning just to make the claim go smoothly to where you have all your reports and you're just issuing payments, which I completely appreciate, because that's how I work my claims. I try to ask a lot of questions of the customer to find out, you know, like how big something is. And, you know, I ask, I don't want to say leading questions, but I'll kind of lead them to the answers that I need. Like, for example, when we're talking about flooring, okay, so I understand that you have, you know, laminate flooring in this area. How many rooms is it in the house? Is it upstairs, downstairs, that kind of thing? Like, so then I'll know if, you know, if we end up replacing the flooring, am I only going to be responsible for like a room or two, or am I going to have to replace, you know, all of the rooms because it's continuous? So things like that. Asking them like how old materials are, because a lot of companies add depreciation to the estimate, and the depreciation is taken out in the beginning, and then you're given the depreciation back once the repairs are done with proof. So just getting all that information up front so you're not, you know, chasing information later. That's how my manager is. She's like, yeah, do this, 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 and this. So we work the same, so I feel like we're going to get along great. But anyways, right now I'm a little hungry. I need a snack. It's not quite lunchtime yet. I still have like maybe an hour or so before lunch. So I'm going to have some yogurt and granola. I have been, I don't want to say tracking, but kind of tracking, like, because I think I was telling you guys in the beginning, I'm trying to make sure that I have enough protein. So this morning I had oatmeal with peanut butter, and then I had some scrambled eggs on the side. Now, I feel like I can't do that every day because of the fat, but then this is a day where I'm going to be doing some heavier lifting. So I want to make sure that I have like enough carbs and stuff like that. And protein, obviously. So now I'm going to have, I have a yogurt that I want to eat with some granola. Did I say that already? I don't remember, child. But anyway, yogurt and granola. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and then finish taking these like trainings and stuff. And she was like, oh, like if you need any more work, like if you get bored, just let me know. I'll give you something to do, or just, you know, hang out until you get claims. So I was like, don't threaten me with a good time. So anyway, I'll be back in a little bit. Just wanted to fill you guys in on what's going on thus far. So it's been hours. I think the last time I talked to you guys is when I was eating my little yogurt and granola. So I ended up taking lunch like maybe an hour or so after that. And I was just chilling, you know, just enjoying the day. And I logged back on, did some testing. I was like, I need to utilize this time during the day while I'm home, like before it gets busy. So I, you know, did the dishes and started throwing out some chicken I'm gonna make for tonight. But I looked around just a couple minutes ago and I'm like, oh, I haven't taken my second break. I'm trying to make sure that I am, you know, staying on top of these habits right now, because I have a tendency, y'all know, if you've been following me for a while, I have a tendency to just work straight through, not take no breaks, you know, just go. So I'm not trying to do that anymore because, you know, mental health is very important and, you know, health as well. So I am about to take my 15-minute break right now. And then I think I'm going to just go on ahead and start cleaning the chicken. It should take me about that long to like clean the little chicken that I have. And I could probably just get it in the oven so it's like ready. So I don't really have to do that when I get off. You know, it could just cook in that time because it'll take about an hour or so to make the chicken. So by the time I log out, the chicken will be ready. I can just take my little vegetables and do my workout. So yeah, I just want to check in. Ain't nothing going on. It's literally just the same stuff that I've been talking about the last few days. Tomorrow's Friday though, so that's good. I am going to do some like practice sketching basically before I get back out there. Not that I don't know how to sketch, but I'm going back to the software that I used before when I first started. I was using a different software at my other company, so I'm back on Xactimate basically. So probably just gonna, you know, challenge myself and do some difficult sketches or whatever just to brush up on my skills, and that's it. But anyway, I just want to say hello. I'll see you in a little bit. What's up, you guys? Happy freaking Friday. Oh my goodness. I'm so happy that it's Friday. Not that it's been a bad week or anything, because it really has not. Like I was telling y'all, I've just been doing like work from home training and, you know, did a ride along, talked to my manager a couple times. So that's cool. But I'm waking up. So when I was in formal training, I was getting up at 5 a.m. because I had to be there at 7:30. So I had to leave the house like right around 6 o'clock because it was pretty far. So I was doing that. And then I actually got used to the 7:30 schedule because like if I take a 30-minute lunch break, it just leaves me so much more time in the evening. So I asked my supervisor, like, can I keep that up? And she said yes. So bless her heart. She was like, you know, I don't care what time you log in, just as long as you get your work done. Listen, ma'am, that's all you got to say to me. I'm gonna get my work done. Don't even trip. So yeah, so basically I log out around like 4, and it's just, honestly, it's the best. It is the best. But I still have to say that with that, I'm still getting up at like 5:45, and then I get little man ready, take him to school, and you know, I finish my work, whatever, and then my husband picks him up in the evening. That may change. Like I may go back to, I don't know, y'all probably remember like before at my other job, I was taking him to school and picking him up because of my husband's schedule. So I might be going back to that because my husband wants to change his schedule back to what it was before, which is fine because the school isn't like far at all, so it's not a big deal. It's just as like, instead of me leaving, I would usually leave around like 3 something to go grab him. I won't be able to leave until after I log out. But again, it's still not that big of a deal because the school is closed. So yeah, there's that. But anyways, I just wanted to close out the vlog. I know I didn't come back yesterday. And again, the reason why I haven't been coming back is because it's like literally nothing going on. I just want to kind of keep you guys posted on the things that were going on. But yeah, so today I'm pretty much almost done with the training. So today I'm just gonna, what I was telling you guys yesterday, when I came on that last time, like I'm just gonna practice like some little like difficult sketches. I'm gonna do that, and then just like, you know, make sure I have like all my apps on my phone and stuff, and make sure everything is good to go for when I start getting claims next week. But that's it, and that's all. Like so far I'm really liking the job and it's going smoothly. Obviously I'll be able to give a better, you know, I'll be able to give a better update once I'm actually like getting claims. So if you enjoyed this video, definitely go ahead and give me a thumbs up. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm. If you haven't subscribed and you made it this far, definitely go on ahead and click that subscribe button. Be sure to turn on your notifications so you don't miss anything from me. And with that being said, you guys have an amazing day, and I'll see you next time.
You mad, they don't salute you. I need a bag, size is super. They turned your bag, it's like I never knew you. Lead